Welcome to Always Analog, where we celebrate the beauty of analog technology in the digital world. Today, a pencil review. We're going to take a look at these pencils from Sargent Art. And I came across these pencils here at a local discount store called Ollie's. And if you are in the Midwest, perhaps you are familiar with this store. We have a number of them here in Michigan. I'm not sure what other states they are in, but there's quite a few in Michigan, and they always have a pretty full school supply aisle. And I always go through there. You never know what you're going to find, because Ollie's is one of those stores that sells a lot of sort of closeouts and overruns and discontinued things of all types. And so you never know what might await you in the school supply, office supply aisle with regards to writing instruments. So I saw these, and they were $1.99 for these 12 pencils. So let's call it $2. So not like super cheap, but $2 for a dozen pencils is still a pretty good deal. And I'll be honest with you, I don't have anything. I know that Sargent Art markets a number of school supplies. I've seen erasers, chalk, paints, things like that. I've not tried any of their stuff. So this is the first Sargent Art product that I've had. And so why not start with the pencils, right? So here it is. They're in the, box. Very nicely packaged, frankly. And it has the Sargent Art logo here at the top. Do a little more light here for you. And you've got a little cutout here showing you the pencils. 12 number 2 graphite pencils. Number 2 HB graphite core. Wood casing with smooth lacquer finish. Quality ferrule. Latex-free eraser. 2mm leads. Effortless sharpening. Smooth and easy writing. Conforms to ASTM D4236. So shouldn't be toxic. Sargent Art logo on the bottom flap. But it's interesting how you see rarely does a package of pencils mention the ferrule. Okay. I thought that was interesting. Or the size of the lead. It's like graphite pencils, and then it's just 2mm leads. And I think we understand what that means, even though these are not, there's no lead in these pencils, but they do use that term, effortless sharpening. So I just thought the things that they highlighted in these bullet points on the front of the package was sort of interesting. And more than, say, a lot of kind of inexpensive pencils would say about the product. Here on the front, of course, we have it in English and Spanish, again, French and Spanish. It's just English on the front. So basically repeating all the same points here. There's no copyright date, but distributed by Sargent Art Incorporated, Hazleton, PA. Made in India. So that was another thing that intrigued me. And we know that they make a lot of pencils in India, some very good ones. And so I thought that's another reason I wanted to try these. Warning here, not intended for children under the age of 3. So since we have this bottom flap, I'm going to open from there because it should maybe give us a little bird's eye view of the pencils and, more importantly, the position of the core of the pencils. So, of course, yes, they are hexagonal pencils, and I think we understood that looking at them through the cutout in the front of the package. But to my eye, I would say that the core on these 12 pencils, in all cases, actually looks to be fairly on center. So, that's pretty good. Again, we're not talking about an expensive pencil. I don't know how much these pencils were at a regular retailer. Again, I got them at a discount store, so perhaps these do sell for a little more than, say, I don't know, a Ticonderoga or something like that, or what. But the only printing that's on the pencil is on one side, where you have the Sargent Art logo and HB number 2. Now here's this quality ferrule that they tout on the package. You can see, I'm not sure what's different about it. Looks fairly run-of-the-mill. It's crimped on. It's crimped on the pencil at the bottom, and the eraser is crimped on at the top. Have a look there. Again, 2mm core, they tell us. So there it is there, and you can see where the two slats came together, and it looks pretty much in the center to me. So let me sharpen this pencil. It says it sharpens effortlessly, so we'll see about that. And let's try writing with this Sargent Art number 2 pencil. So we're going to sharpen this. First, I was just going to put it in my electric sharpener. And then I said, well, since it says it sharpens so effortlessly, let's see what that really means. And if it does so with a hand sharpener like this. Look how what's interesting you have in this ribbon. Because the two slats that made this pencil were different in color, you have this really cool sort of two-tone ribbon of wood coming off the sharpener. That's kind of fun. So we're going to keep, this is just a inexpensive Apsara pencil sharpener. I think this might be a long point, and probably one I got for free. Yep, in a box of pencils. Okay, very good. So let me zoom out here a little bit, and let's start. Well, this is probably going to break. It's got a really pointy point. So there it goes. Well, okay, just some first impressions using this pencil. It is smooth. It is fairly dark. I feel, though, that the core is strong. It did sharpen nicely. Yeah. It's a pretty nice pencil. You might be hearing a little bit of it. You're getting a little feedback, but certainly it's not scratchy in any way. And again, fairly smooth, dark line. Here's our point where we're at so far. So, let's try some erasing. We'll try it with our attached eraser. The only thing they say about it is it's latex free, which is pretty much all of them. Yeah, kind of not great. You can see here's our erasing job here. Nothing to write home about, that's for sure. Let's move on to some of our block erasers and see how they perform and how overall the erasability of the pencil is. So now here we're using a Pentel. I think you can see a difference there. Mars plastic. Magic rub. Yep. Arch foam eraser. Well, I think the pencil is proving to be, here's a pink carnation. Does okay, not a great job. Let's try art gum. I think the pencil's proving to be fairly erasable. That's better. We've got a Milan here. Give me a rubber eraser. I'll try this Hartmouth. Okay. Well, let's try an Indian eraser. Here's a Nataraj. And Mr. Softy. Mini Softy. Mr. Softy's an ice cream place. Okay, here we go. So, you know, you've got some, depending on the eraser, the vinyl plastic erasers really do a superior job, or the foam eraser on this particular pencil. So, depending on the block eraser you have, your erasing experience may vary on the Sargent art. So, based on that, I'm going to give it a B- on erasability. It isn't universally erasable. The right eraser, it's very erasable, but the wrong eraser, you're going to have a lot of shadowing. I was remiss in checking smudge. Yeah. So, not surprising. You've got a bit of a smudge drag here. Yep. You do. Primarily with the darker, softer core. But I will tell you that I'm kind of liking the point retention so far on this. I'm going to put a Sharpen on this real quickly. And let's do a little bit more writing with this. Comfortable pencil to hold. Wow, I like it. Overall, it's a nice pencil. A good all-around school office pencil. Yes. Certainly good for any student. Wish it had a better eraser. I'm not sure who makes these in India, but it does feel like some of the Indian pencils I've used before. Again, whether or not this is made by Hindustan or one of the other companies there, I don't know. But it's sharp. It does sharpen nicely. Has a really good core in terms of its tone, its darkness, its boldness, versus a point that doesn't wear down too quickly. And, its overall paint job is pretty good. It's not adorned with very much of an imprint, but certainly a classic looking pencil. So I like it. And I appreciate you spending some time with me. And if you like what I do here, please subscribe, hit the like button, and share the video. And I'll look forward to seeing you again soon here on Always Analog.